So, yeah, and now I have to go up. I don't like this. So. Yeah, I mean, last year it was horrible because I have to be on stage. It's more fun to be over there, right? So you remember what happened yesterday? We had improv, and now we're going to have round 2 improv. So I'm supposed to say nice things about the conference and stuff. Improv, right? I don't know if you know me, but I mean, I used to live in Finland for over 30 years, and it's a long, long time. And the problem is that when you live in like one place for your life, you don't realize that not everything is normal. So when I moved to Vienna, I noticed these things. Like the first thing I learned was that it's not normal to go to sauna every day. So it's like it was shocking for me to realize that all people don't go to sauna every day. Another thing which was really shocking for me, this I learned like 1 month ago, is that you know lasagna or lasagne, however you say it, the food, like the layers. And what I thought is that it's normal to have pineapple in this, because that's how we eat it in Finland, right? Can you raise your hand if you eat it? But come on, we have, oh shit, it's not so normal. So, yeah, but you see what I mean. We have these assumptions and stuff. And I guess the main reason why I'm on this stage, it's because it's Samuel's fault. Because what happened 2 years ago is that Samuel got in touch with me and a couple of other organizers. And then we set up React Finland last year. And then for some reason, we did it again. And now we're thinking, should we do it again? Do you think we should do it again next year? So what happens, because it's like my 3rd conference that I organize. I've gone to like 20 conferences, so I know something about going to a conference. I don't know so much about organizing a conference. It's like even this time, everything was on fire all the time. But I don't know if you noticed that, so it's like something going wrong and stuff. To organize a conference, what happens first, I do a budget. I figure out that, yeah, we want a conference that has this and that many days, and maybe we want this many speakers. We want some speakers from the US, from Europe, maybe from Finland as well, because last time we didn't have so many. Then you start figuring out the numbers. Okay, we need this and that much money, so we need to, like, the ticket price is that. And one of the cool things, especially here in Finland, is that we have huge interest in the topic. What this means is that we get great sponsors. And the way I do it is that I count that, I get a certain amount of money from attendees as income. That's the conference. But what happens next is that I get sponsors, and the sponsors help to make the conference great. So it's all extra. So we get better service and everything. And I would like to thank especially 3 sponsors, and the rest, which I will read in a bit. One of the things about being a Finn is that it's very difficult to say how to pronounce anything. Yeah, so you have to help me with this one. So the first one, which I'm going to try, our gold sponsors. I'm going to try this with gold sponsors. So is it go for it or go for? Go for it. Go for it is. All right. The next one, the red one, right? Is it Digia or Digia? Digia. Okay, great. It's Finnish, right? It's not Digia. Don't say Digia. Digia. And then we have the white one, the white company. So is it like Futuris or Futurize? Futurise. Okay, because it's Finnish company, right? So now you know it. I think I have the list of the rest. I just want to thank the companies because, I mean, we always have this problem that we have too many companies that want to sponsor us. So we have to leave some companies out. But that happens. So silver sponsors: Alma, Elisa, Nightingale, Reactor, Solira. And bronze ones: Corrento, Columbia Road, Facebook, Formidable, Gatsby, Gineta, Netum, Meiko, Vincit, verkkokauppa.com or verkkokauppa.com. I don't know how to say it. So Wunder, O plus X. So that's our main sponsors. We have also tons of partners, but it's going to take too long to read those. So go to the site. All right. So first to figure out the money bits. What happens next? You cannot have a conference without speakers. So then you start figuring out what kind of topics I want, what kind of speakers I want. The way we do it in our organization is that we have one person that's the director. In the case of React, I'm the sort of director. I don't have much power, but I just do some things. Whatever. Mikhail does the graphical Finland thing, right? So what happens? I start figuring out names, and then I start asking people, and then we get what we just saw during the conference. In addition to the speakers, what we need is organizers. So you could come to the stage, maybe. What I learned is that, yeah, just come. Yeah, so it takes more than one person to do a conference. I mean, you can try it alone, but it's kind of tough, right? So we have a great team, and I think we did quite fine. But I mean, it's not a conference just to have the organizers, right? So last year, you might remember that we didn't have MCs, so I did something, and yeah, you did something, right? And you remember how it went. So for this time, what we did, we got real professionals. So come to the stage. Yanni and Sarah. All right, so there's one embarrassing thing I have to tell. So speakers, that if you didn't get your bag, you're not going to get it back because we ran out. Yeah, sorry, it's our mistake. We did something wrong because we left the bags outside there, and we thought it's Finland. In Finland you can leave your wallet, and it's not going anywhere. So it didn't work out this time. Sorry. But we have something else instead for you. So we have two special gifts. I think you won't get one of these. You don't understand what it is. You will understand one of these. So to give you these gifts, just come to the stage, speakers. Oh shit, I forgot something. We have volunteers, right? We have volunteers on stage. Onko vapaaehtoiset lavalla? Okei, mä otan server. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I just heard that I forgot something. So I forgot to get our great volunteers on stage because I thought they are organizers. So volunteers, if you volunteer, come to the stage. What? Yeah, I mean, it's this classic problem of typing. For me, a volunteer is an organizer. So if I tell organizer, they're it's I use too much JavaScript. I'm moving to TypeScript, sorry. All right, so I guess the next step is that we can give our gifts, and then you can take the gifts, and then we can try to explain the gifts, right? So maybe you can bring them to the stage, and we figure this out, right? Team, go. Yeah, I mean, we try to we like to make him carry heavy stuff for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's not my idea. I got the other idea, the easy one. Yeah, it's heavy stuff. And the thing is with this other thing, if you don't like it, just give it to a Finn. They appreciate it. So yeah, let's try to give this to people, right? So let's just to pass them around. Yeah, we do it for you. We are the organizers, right? So we're gonna give you something. Osh. Yeah, so the wooden thing, if you are not a Finn, it's called kuksa. It's like a mug. And you go to forest and then you get thirsty and then you put water or something into it and then you drink, right? That's kuksa. Yeah, we have little issue with the strings. We are not so good with types this time. Yeah, it's really messed up. Sorry. Yeah, I mean the problem was that as usual, I mean we ordered these things like 2 months ago, and what happened? I called the guy like 2 weeks ago that where are kuksas? We don't have kuksas, and the guy was like, well, there's this little issue that the postie lost the letter strings, and he was like, yeah, maybe I get them on Friday, and then he got them on Friday. I mean, what happened with the letter strings? They went to the wrong place, and then the postie, as you know, they had to send it back and to the right place, and then we got the strings with the kuksas, and then we had to do some work on our own, and now we have great kuksas with leather stuff. Yeah, thanks. One of the features of the kuksa is that just like you can drink with it, but there's also the logo of React Finland, so it's people remember that yeah they got it in this event. Yeah, we're almost done. So one important thing, I forgot to mention that we have after party, and it's like 2 kilometers, so it's like 20-minute walk, which is kind of tough, right? So we have 2 buses. The first bus is 15 minutes past 6. The second one is 6:45. So if you don't want to walk, I mean, I have the location on the website. It's called Tiivistämö, which is like old kind of factory building, but yeah, we set it up nicely. There's like, we have DJs and we have food, like falafel or something, very Finnish food, right? And something to drink and water. And we are almost done with the easy one, right? So everyone has a mug, right? Yes. All right, so we can take a mug shot. So. Oh, I need a mug as well, maybe, yeah. Just give me one. Thanks. Yeah, I'm so proud of this mug. It's really useless because it's so tiny, but whatever. The second gift is more complicated. So maybe we just give the gift first and explain later. What do you think? Yeah, let's do that. So just give the second gift. Yeah, I mean, if you're a Finn, you know what it is. If you are not a Finn, maybe you don't. The thing is, they don't know what to do with it, so. Yeah, we have a little technical issue here. Yeah, they think it's a rock. I mean, it looks like a rock. It looks like a rock, but it's really not a rock. I'll tell you what it is in a little bit. Yeah, maybe I should help. I mean, I'm the guy that delegates stuff, so normally I don't do anything. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want one, so Yeah, does everyone have the thing? Yeah. All right. So this needs some explanation. Does someone want to explain what we just gave to the people, or shall I try to explain? You know, in Finland. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Yeah. So in Finland we have this thing called sauna, not sauna, but sauna. So it's the first thing when you come to Finland, you learn to say sauna, right? And then you start going to sauna, and then you're like, this is a great thing, and then you move abroad, and then you're missing the sauna. I mean, that's the story of my life. So it's like the biggest regret of my life to move abroad, so I cannot go to proper sauna, because Austrian sauna sucks, so sorry. It's really bad, because what they do, they have like a sauna master, and a guy that comes every 15 minutes, and you cannot do the thing yourself. So it's not nice. Anyway, what we just gave to our speakers and MCs is like the first step towards your own sauna. So what happens next? They go home and they can start building their sauna. So, I mean, for me, the event was great. I learned a lot, and it worked out quite well. I hope you didn't see the fires that were burning all the time, but I think it went quite nicely. So not too bad, and the talks were great. So thanks for that. And I think I hope to see most of you in the after party. I know some will go home and just like sleep or whatever, or play GTA or whatever, some game, whatever kids play these days. And I don't know. I mean, I'm running out of things to say, so I think I will just give the mic to Mikhail, and it's his turn.
Well, fuck you too. Thank you for coming. As we said, we're gonna have food at the after party, free, included in your ticket. Booze at the after party, also free. There are gonna be different kinds of booze, not just beer. Also non-alcoholic stuff, so everything. There's also going to be DJs and stuff. One thing I have to tell you is that we have a code of conduct in the conference, and it applies to the after party too. So, like, be nice to each other. I think that's it. Thank you.
Mikhail forgot one thing. We've thanked everyone else, but we've not thanked Juha.